Question number 111. An aquatic plant which is pollinated by water is. First of all, you have to find out the aquatic plant. Salvia, it is not aquatic, so this option is already ruled out. Remaining plants are aquatic. Now, they are pollinated by water. Water hyacinth and water lily both are pollinated by insects. They show entomophily. So these two options are ruled out. Zostera, it's a marine plant, it's an aquatic plant and it is pollinated by water also. So the correct option for the given question is option number 3. What about the salvia? It is also insect pollinated. Let's move to the next question. Question number 112. It is really interesting question that if pollen grains are shed at 2-cell stage in angiosperms, what will happen? If this happens, then pollen tube carries 2 male gametes from the beginning. No. See, one pollen grain forms 2 male gametes. But if the pollen grain is shed at 2-cell stage, it has 2 cells only, the vegetative cell and the generative cell. There is no division in the generative cell to form the male gametes from the beginning only. So this option is ruled out. This happens only in the 20% of the angiosperms. No, this happens in the 60 or the majority of the angiosperms. So this option is also ruled out. Fourth option says that if this happens, the pollen grains become motile and amoeboid. No, not at all. Fourth, if this happens that the pollen grains are shed at the 2-cell stage, there is one vegetative and one generative cell, and the generative cell divides and forms 2 male gametes post-pollination during the growth of the pollen tube. This is absolutely correct. So the correct option for the given question is option number 3. Let's move to the next question. Question number 113. If there is only one PMC or the pollen mother cell in a pollen sac, then the total number of male gametes produced by it is. See, if one PMC pollen mother cell forms 4 microspores, and each microspore forms the one pollen grain, it means 4 microspores, or we can write here 4 pollen grains. And now one pollen grain produces 2 male gametes, because generative cell divides and produces 2 male gametes. Then definitely 4 pollen grains will produce 2 into 4, that is 8 male gametes. So 1 PMC gives you 8 male gametes. So the correct option for the given question is option number 3. Let's see the next one. Question number 114. The most common type of ovule in angiosperms. So which is the most common type of ovule in the angiosperms? It is Anatropous. So it is found in all members of the Leguminosae? No. In Leguminosae, Compylotropous type of ovule is found. It is the most primitive type of ovule? No. Orthotropous type of ovule is the most primitive type of ovule, which is also seen in the gymnosperms. Has curved horseshoe-like embryo sac? No. So most common type of ovule in the angiosperms, which is Anatropous, turns at 180-degree angle, hence it is inverted ovules. This is true. So the correct option for the given question is option number 2. Let's move to the next question. Question number 115. The parenchymatous mass of tissue enclosed within the integuments and forms the body of the ovule is. So the parenchymatous mass which is filled inside the body of the ovule, it is the nucellus. And what about the nucellus is true? It is called female gametophyte. No, the embryo sac is called the female gametophyte. It is known as megasporangium. No, it is the ovule which is called as megasporangium. It is absent in beet seeds. No nucellus is present in the beet seeds. In fact, it is persistent in nucellus which can be seen in the beet seeds, which is called perisperm, as we just discussed in one of the previous questions. Nucellus is diploid. It is true. So the correct option for the given question is option number 2. Let's move to the next question.